Welcome to Country Homes and Interiors Entertaining Special. I'm Sarah Bird and I'd like to introduce how to make a delicious oven roasted loin of venison served with a fruity plum sauce.
So I want to show you the pan frying of our venison. Okay, so this is the technique of pan frying. We have a loin of venison which is come from a wild fallow deer which has been hung for 3 weeks on the carcass. Seasoning. So I'm using a little bit of olive oil. When I cook with an olive oil, I use a cheap one. I don't choose an olive oil that has this extra virgin. So what I'm using, a bit of butter, a bit of olive oil, and I want to take this to what we call a beurre noisette before I add my venison steaks. Okay, but what we're looking for is a happy sizzle. So this is so crucial now to getting the perfect steak, because what we're interested in this slow permeation of heat up through the fillet. Okay, if I've got that on a very high temperature, yes, I'll develop a lot of colour, but the high temperature will cause the protein to tighten up, and you'll get a very big grey line on the steak. So what I want is, if I cook this perfectly, when I cut into it, I'll have a beautiful caramelisation both sides, and it'll be nice and pink all the way through. So let's have a look at that. Can we see the butter's not burning? It's ticking away nicely, that very gentle sizzle. And if you turn it over, we've got a beautiful caramelisation underneath. Okay? The final stage, I'm just going to add some thyme whilst it's sitting in the pan. A little bit of bay leaf, some garlic, and I've got some juniper berries that I'm just going to crush. So I'll leave that to rest for a bit. So a very simple little sauce that I want to show you that will accompany my venison. I have a rich, full-bodied red wine, Cabernet Sauvignon. I've got some prunes, some cinnamon. So I'm going to add a bit of that cinnamon, some bay leaves, and some orange. Okay. So I'm essentially similar ingredients to a mulled wine. I'm going to cut a couple of slices of that very thinly, and on a high heat. What I want to do is boil away the alcohol. So I'm just tasting, and it doesn't take long to remove. That's almost there. So my orange slices in there, some bay leaf, and some Agen prunes. Look for the Agen prunes, a really good variety. So my prunes in, and I leave that to macerate in those ingredients. Okay? So you leave that to sit for a couple of hours. I don't usually do this, but okay, so after that we take out our, it would be delicious to just serve this for breakfast, you know, just as they are. So then I'm just going to take away my aromat. So we're going to blitz that now. That's all we do. Venison is one of those meats you certainly wouldn't want to serve well done. It's a very lean meat, so it lends itself very well to cooking, so it's nice and rare. So we have our roasted loin of venison with poté of winter root vegetables and plum sauce.